Can you confirm to us that you've been a victim of domestic violence?
Yeah, I've been in a domestic violent marriage and I decided to talk about it. The other day I came back from shop. She was playing songs on her phone, not because she wants to play the song, but she just wanted to get me up because she knows each time I come back from business, I need to sleep. I pleaded with her, please, can you just off this thing? And she kept on louding it. And I actually wanted to get the phone from her, and that night I received the beating of my life. The issue of cheating was my main reason for divorcing and not even the domestic violence.
So you were fine with her hitting?
I wasn't fine. But I had no option because kids are involved. I wanted to work things out, not that I wanted to stay. I was doing my best to make sure I work things out.
Does she come back to apologize?
She do. That was even the reason why we were able to stay for the years we stayed. She always blamed the devil for every damn thing she does. That apology was one of the weapons she uses against me. When you love a woman, don't show her you love her. I think I was too open.
So you mentioned that she slept with 2 pastors. Do you think that people's involvement with their pastors affects their marriage?
I can categorically tell you that in every 10 broken homes, 6 to 7 of it is directly or indirectly related to a pastor, an alpha, or a traditionalist.
There is this misconception that usually the bad woman is always the woman that is wearing eyelashes and makeup and short dress.
That is what we used to believe back then. Looking at my ex, she doesn't wear a ring. I literally force her into wearing trousers and she doesn't even do that. That is why people did not really believe what was going on in the first place. That was the more reason I suffered more.
How would you feel if you were to get people saying he's a weak man?
I've seen a lot of that, and my reply to them is, you are not in my shoe.
They say wonder shall never end. We hear this wonder shall never end. We think it's a joke. I am one person that, always say these things that men should speak up. Men, speak up. Speak your truth. But a lot of men, they have taught them that, you don't need to speak your truth. You are a man. You should be a man. You don't need to say anything. If you say anything, people will see you as weak. If you are watching this video and you are in a domestic violent marriage as a man, please, borrow legs from your neighbor and run for your life. I know that most times people think that violence is only when somebody hits you. When somebody even emotionally abuses you, it's enough violence. It's enough what? Violence. And if you have called the person's attention to it, because most times you may not know, some spouses may not know that they are hurting the other person, so they will go all out trying to prove a point that they did not do it, either they did it or they did not do it. So it's an opportunity for you to look that person in the eye and tell the person, I am done. You don't even need to tell them you are done. Run. After you have, like this guy said, he wanted to stay even with all the beating the wife beats him. But when he looked at the fact that she will beat him and stitch it on him, no. He had to leave. And when he said children are involved, because children are usually the ones that suffer this thing. But it's not better to stay alive for your children than to end up becoming a problem or a risk to your children. Because if your children constantly see that your wife is beating you, your wife is disrespecting you, your wife will play loud music to disturb your sleep, if that kind of woman can actually unalive you and go and be with the other man. And the funny thing is, these women who have these men that love them so much, I find them doing these kind of things. I don't understand why. Now she will go and date. She will now leave the marriage. As the guy has left her, she will now go and marry another person and begin to worship that one that will not love her or not take care of her. The guy speaks like someone who is well schooled, like he went to school. He's a graduate. He speaks like a learned person. So you now decide to beat your husband. I don't understand. Your own husband, you beat him, and you think God will bless you. You think the headship God gave husbands is by who has money. If it is by who has money, God will not give men headship. Because a lot of men do not really have the money. Yes, there are a lot of men who don't have money. Their wives are the ones that feed them, clothe them, do everything for the children, pay fees, pay rent, is their wives. So it is not about how do I explain it? It is not about what you do for the family. It's about how God has structured the family to be. A man is the head of that family. The woman is the neck of the family. I've always taught this on this channel. You have to respect your husband. Husband, you need to respect and also love your wife. But in a case where a man has done all of this and you still beat him, you still humiliate him, you still play music that is very loud, you still take him, you still go out and cheat. And I see some, like he mentioned that out of 10, 6% or 6 to 7% out of 10 marriages that are having issues is caused indirectly or indirectly by pastors. If you're a pastor watching this, or you're a wife to a pastor, or you are related to a pastor, share this video to them. You people should please leave marriages alone. If you have advised and they refuse to take it, leave them. So to the extent that this wife of his, this man's wife, slept with 2 pastors, I don't even understand how. Do they know who a pastor is? Do these people really know what their office as a pastor means? It means that you'll be a husband of 1 wife. You will not be given to alcohol. You will not, as in, some of them don't understand these things. They just feel pastor is by position, or pastor is a way of you making money, or an easy way to escape from poverty. Being pastor, you'll rather be the one. If you're a true pastor, you'll be the one giving, not the other way around. If you're a true pastor, you'll be the one giving, not the other way around. Honestly, because I can never understand this whole thing. I can never ever understand it. How you guys will just sit down and think that it is okay for men to keep quiet. Some people are dragging him. Why would the man come out and talk? He should be a man. He should man up. He should not complain. This is a man's world. He should man up. He shouldn't complain. And you see, some women are making mockery of him, saying, no, you are not supposed to leave the marriage. You are supposed to pray your wife out of it. You know why they're making that mockery? Some will say, you need to even watch War Room. The reason they're making that mockery is that each time women want to leave an abusive marriage, some people will say, no, stay and make your marriage work. He mentioned that his wife doesn't wear earrings, doesn't do makeup, doesn't fix her nails. You see, most women that don't do all those things, their heart is very black. You say, oh, she doesn't even wear makeup, she doesn't make her nails, she doesn't wear attachment, that's the hair extensions, she doesn't do all of those things. My dear brothers and sisters, there are a lot of people who don't wear pants, like jean trousers, pants. They don't do all of those things of the world. You'll never catch them with a swim trunk. You never catch them even show their shoulder in public. But their heart is bitter. Their heart is black. Their heart, if I tell you their heart, how their heart is, I can't even begin to tell you. But people who have experienced them can tell you that those people, their heart is not clean. Their heart is not clean. And it's so sad, honestly so sad, when I see people, go through this route. They tell me not to talk. I told my sons, see, please, if you are hurt, cry. If something happens to you, they're giving you injection or anything, please cry. Express yourself. Because bottled up expression or lack of expression is the reason why you see a lot of men grow up beating their wives. Bottle of expression and lack of expression is the reason why a lot of men become wicked to their wives. They are not expressive. They don't want to talk about anything to their wives. They don't explain anything to their wives. And you should please raise your sons the way you raise your daughters. Like, I mean that. Make your sons loved the way you make your daughters loved. Now, this lady who married this guy may not have thought of doing this to this guy. Maybe she was in a past relationship that was very hurtful for her. So she now decided to visit her anger on this one who is truly, truly loving her. Who is truly, truly loving her. She decided to visit. I tell women, heal first from a past relationship hurt before you go into the next one, so that you don't bleed on someone that did not cut you. So that you don't bleed on somebody that did not cut you. I keep saying this every time. Do not. Did you hear me? Do not become the reason why another person will cry. Why will you beat your husband, for Christ's sake? You beat your husband and then you sleep with 2 pastors. What is it? And you allow him to sleep at night Do you not know that night is a time of rest? If you are watching this video and you are the one disrespecting your husband, or you have somebody who is doing that, send this video to them. The moment you disrespect your husband, hit him, beat him, you are causing problem for yourself that you don't know.